What's up? Time for another video log here on whatever today is. Well, I know what today is. Today's the 17th of May, 2025. It is the start of the Victoria Day long weekend. So, I mean, date-wise, not quite, but timing-wise, 4 years to the day, which I literally just realized, like, probably 10 minutes ago, of that massive storm. You remember that back in 2022. So I guess it's 3 years to the day, not 4 years to the day. I don't know where 4 years came from. Maybe it was 2021. May 22nd, 2021, or May 21st, 2022. I don't know. One of the two, but either way, that was around this time. And we actually had thunderstorms today, although they were pretty boring. In fact, it missed where I am right now. I was going to chase it and got out to the main road and realized that was probably not going to end well because, first of all, it was further south than I thought. I thought that it was north, and so that I could drive into it and meet it as the road curved. But that's not what ended up happening. It was actually quite a bit further south, and I wouldn't have been able to get into a position where I could face it and get a good video of it. It would have been out my driver's side window, and I don't have a camera set up for that. I'd love to know who that is over there. That sounds like they're about to croak. Like, geez, they've been coughing for probably the entire 15 minutes that I've been out here. I don't know. Anyway. But, yeah, so that happens. That video is going to go up. I have the one that I shot out the front of the house. You saw the tree fall apart in when the wind came up, ripped the tree apart. That's already been uploaded. There's someone with no penis. But yeah, no, today I probably should have just gone out and chased it anyway. I almost regret not doing it, but at the same time, who cares? Save it for a storm that's actually worth doing that with. Like, you know, a big one, something that's actually good. That wasn't really all that good. It was just an average run-of-the-mill thunderstorm from the summer. But it's pretty nice out now. It's supposed to rain overnight and maybe potentially rain tomorrow. I haven't looked at the forecast in a bit. There's a rabbit. Literally right there. I just noticed it was there. I'm pretty close to it. Although, of course, when I started to move, it got scared. But anyway. Yeah, no penis. What else was I going to say? Well, that's been torn down now. That's basically the last vestige of the old pool that used to be here. A little bittersweet, but, you know, also kind of not, because that thing has been in a bad way for a long time. You know, I kind of miss the days of the pool. I kind of miss miss all that stuff, because I used to do outdoor pre-shows by the poolside for shows. Of course, when's the last time I did a live show? It's been a while since that, too. I need to get back into that. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I'm so worn out. After work, you know, I get up at 4:30 in the morning so I can get to work, because it takes me for freaking ever to get ready in the morning. I don't know why. And I know that I can be a lot faster in the morning because I've done it before. I've slept until 6:30 and still managed to get to work for 7:30. So it's possible. You can do it. I cannot do it on a consistent basis. So I usually like to leave here by 7. Thinking about that, I need like 2.5 hours to get ready in the morning. But, you know, it's the fact of the matter. You get up at 4:30, get home at like 4:30. So there's 12 hours right there. And by the time I get home, I am worn out because I have too many things to do and not nearly enough time to do any of them. I'm worn out, so the only thing I do, I get food and I go to bed. Oftentimes I'll get up at like 1 o'clock in the morning, do a couple of random things here and there, and then go back to bed at 2, which doesn't help. Sometimes at 3, which again doesn't help. But, that's the way it is. I'm just too tired to really do much of anything. So, I'm gonna have to pick the video editing back up because I've got a whole lot of those to do. Almost looks like a storm is getting ready to form up there too. Too far away. I've got a lot of things to edit and a lot of things to do still. I've got a lot of videos to make. There's a lot of things. I feel like I say that a lot. That, there's a lot of things to do and not enough time to do any of them. Yeah, the problem is you got to pick and choose what you do want to do. Well, the fact that it rained all day today, because it was raining in the morning. I missed a thunderstorm this morning. But today, as I'm recording this, it's the 17th, there was a ham fest. That's about an hour away from here. So not, I guess, kind of local, but also kind of not. But I was going to go, because even though I don't really have the money to spare at this particular juncture in time, although I do, again, I'm trying to keep myself, because I'm phenomenally terrible with money if I let myself spend it all, or let myself have access to all of it, so I don't do that kind anymore. But at the same time, I could have gone. I would have had the means to do it, but I didn't. And part of me regrets that, but the other part of me, because it's been raining all day, doesn't really regret that, because I have a feeling that it really wasn't all that good. I should have just gone anyway. Yeah, I should have just gone anyway. Same thing with the storm chase. I should have just done it anyway. Well, I saved the gas money and saved the travel wear and tear on the car, which is going to have to go in for service soon. I was complaining about that. Which means I have to actually call them, because that's the next really stupid thing that they do. When you're booking service, you have to know what kind of service you're booking. They have 3 different levels of service. And they ask you for your mileage, your estimated mileage. So I don't understand why I can't just figure it out from that. Like, what's the actual point of asking me what the mileage is if you're literally not going to use it to determine anything? So that's a thing. They've only recently started doing that too. It used to be that what would happen is you would go on the thing, you'd get your you get your car, and then you'd book a date, and that was it. And it was so much nicer when it was that. But now they got this stupid system that does all this stupid crap. I don't understand. Like I said, I don't understand why it asks for particularly mileage. Why it asks for the mileage if it literally isn't going to do anything with it. So, well, whatever. I guess you just learn to deal with it, I guess. One thing I learned about this phone, switching gears a little bit, is that on the old Samsung, I could have the front-facing camera set to 4K and the rear-facing camera set to 1080p, which is how I want it. But on this one, it's one resolution for both. So I had to watch that because I don't really have a video flow set up for 4K video yet. So I suppose it's coming soon. But I don't want to... I don't care. I'd rather use a camcorder to shoot video because the image sensor, the microphone, the optics are better. I mean, maybe not. Maybe once I start to use this thing a little bit more, I'll get more acquainted to it, and maybe its optics are better than a lot of the cell phone cameras. I don't... I don't know, there's something about using the phone to do it that's just annoying. And plus, I don't want to wear out the USB port on the phone as much by plugging it in to a computer so many times just to offload the videos. Oh, yeah, I could upload it to Google Drive or whatever, but have you seen the size of video files? You can't upload that kind to Google Cloud. Google Photos, or whatever the hell they're calling it at this particular minute. You know, I suppose you could upload it to YouTube as a private video and then download it later on the computer, but you lose a lot of quality doing it that way. So, I don't know. I know I was talking about other stuff, because I've already tried to shoot this video once, got interrupted. Earlier on in the day. But, yeah. Anyway, I don't know that I got much else really to say. It's just things haven't progressed. It's the same old, same old. Just kind of sat around and done nothing. It's a nice existence, but not so nice when you have things that you should be doing and working on and whatnot. It just means that projects are piling up. I have one more thing from eBay on the way. At least it's supposed to be on the way. I am more and more, as the days go by, starting to kind of doubt that it's actually going to show up, because it's been sitting at the eBay Global Shipping Center since like April 29th, and it's May 17th now. So stuff like that usually doesn't happen. It doesn't sit around for like weeks. Well, that wasn't a good move. That made my hair a complete disaster. Not that it's not a complete disaster all the time anyway, but yeah. The whole budget cut thing at work is starting to fill me with a little bit of disconfidence. The fact that money is so tight. But in other aspects, I haven't quite seen it yet. I suppose I'll see it a little bit more because it's affected the number of courses that we're going to be offering, or what courses that we are going to be offering next year. There's a bunch of them that are just simply not, and some of them are compulsory. So I don't know how that's supposed to work, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell you. Because I've heard conflicting plans for what we were supposed to do. Oh, they're supposed to take this other course instead because we're going to change it so that the other future groups will be taking that instead. And then I've heard, oh, that change is not happening at all. I've also heard that they're supposed to take them both, and this, that, and the other thing. I don't know what's really going on with that anymore. It's above my pay grade, that's what it is. I just have to make sure that things are running smoothly, and even that's not really my job. I'm not sure why there's moss all over these. It's like dirt all over them. I don't know how that happens, but anyway. I gotta list this stupid console stereo back up for sale. I even listed it for sale in the first place. I think I did, but I gotta do it again. I gotta inspect it again, because wouldn't that just be my luck? I list it for sale, and someone comes to get it, and it's got the Mouse Hotel in it that it didn't have before. I don't know. I don't really want to take the tarp off of it, though. Especially not now, because it's rained. And that's the trouble this year, is it's just been raining all the time. By the time it dries out, it rains again. So, yeah. That's just the way it is, I guess. I don't want to stop talking now. It's about 14 and a half minutes of rambling that I have just done. But, yeah, so videos are going. I uploaded another stupid driver video last week. There'll be one going out next week. Again, as this is being made, this video is probably not going to go out until, like, July or whatever. But, you know, we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. It means I got to edit more of the stupid driver videos. I'm starting to get to the point where the content for that's running low, but I don't think it's too bad. Like I said, I think I said in the last video log I recorded, I use about 1.5 folders worth of stuff on average for these. The last two, I only used one folder, but it was an entire folder. So I have somewhere, I guess, between 4 and 6 of those videos left in the backlog before I'll run out of content for that. So I guess that's what, if a month is 4 weeks, I upload them every 2 weeks. That's like 2 to 3 months. So probably by like September or October, I won't have any more of those to upload. But I'm hoping that it won't matter as much. I was also debating moving them to another channel, but I don't know that that's really worth doing. I may just do it as a trial and just say, hey, look, I'm going to upload these to a new different channel, re-upload the old ones, see what happens with them. Because, I mean, if I can do that and they get more exposure, and hopefully maybe less stupid comments, but that doesn't happen. There's always dumb comments on those videos. But, you know, if that happens and that makes it worth it, then why not? But somehow or another, I don't think it will. Wow, 16 minutes. I said I was going to stop this 2 minutes ago. Well, I guess I'll stop it now because I don't have anything else really to say, so...